Am I at 9/11 yet? Am I the 9/11 of this channel? Who knows? Who knows? I feel like I've been on a 9/11 for a while now, but that's kind of the charm of the PigCake channel, right? The PigCast, as you would. It's the charm of it that it's always in a downward trajectory. It reminds me of Nagasaki, I would say. It reminds me of Hiroshima. It reminds me of any sort of human tragedy. And much like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they were man-made. And in this case, the downfall of the PigCake channel, it is man-made. Me, I'm the one doing it. So welcome to the channel. We're here to talk about some fun topics, as you've seen by the title of this particular episode. We're also going to talk about my virginity dealing with something from yesterday. Now, yesterday, I made specific mention about an individual who goes around in New York City that he fucks with other people's license plates. Now, obviously, these people aren't law-abiding citizens. They're covering up their license plate. They're trying to essentially stick it to the system, which I'm all for. I'm all for, because that system is corrupt as it is. I realize this man has fans. This guy has people that follow him and enjoy his content and enjoy the fact that he's taking down all these would-be criminals. It's a little bit retarded. We also have my favorite subject, which is African ingenuity, another one of my favorite things. We're also going to be talking about a microwave, a retard that's conflating depression to the inadequacy of using a microwave. So we're going to go through that. A streamer having a mental breakdown because his girlfriend existed before their relationship. And also what you shouldn't do. I guess we'll start the episode with what you shouldn't do, right? Now, specifically, this is something that I saw on Twitter, and I just found this hysterical. Now, I'm a huge fan of any sort of Transformer memes, as you've seen if you've been on the internet for more than 10 minutes. I'm a huge fan, specifically when they play this, what's the name of the band? It's the one, the guy that killed himself, Chester. What's it called? Come on. Hear me out. I know somebody here remembers the name of the band. However, you play that last part of that song, and then you hit the intro. That's the outro. And this is a perfect example of that. This is what you shouldn't do. Just a FYI, here on the PigCake channel, I like to give you advice and life hacks. So just a little bit of a life hack there with good old Piggy here. If you're convicted of a criminal and you're in court, don't do that. Do not do that. That's the last thing you want to do. Lincoln Park. Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln Park. Satchel, who I believe had a heart attack. Satchel here still post-heart attack on the Piggy stream. That's called dedication. I saw your post on Facebook that you, in fact, around your wife's post on your behalf that you had a heart attack. How did that go? I mean, I assume you're fine now. Obviously, you're telling me I shouldn't eat butter as if it was a Snickers bar. I'm going to do blood work tomorrow, maybe. So we'll find out if if I'm going down the same route. But I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're fine. And I hope that from here on end, it's just good decisions that lead you to a long and productive life. Because the last thing I would want here on the PigCake channel, or me as a person, would be to lose such a based figure. So, do you love it when they call you Big Pig? I'm happy to make it live. What's up from your boy Anthony, sitting here watching the best podcast around, the PigCast. Ever heard of it? Join the academy. And here it says, that guy's a snitch, piece of dog crap. If you did that to my vehicle, got me in trouble. He's literally doing something illegal, self-touching property that doesn't belong to him. There you go. There you go. But it seems like he has fans, which I'm going to get into now. No one wants to point out the fact that Europeans made the purchase from Africa. The Africans were the ones capturing and enslaving. We've all seen La Amistad. All right, give us free. We've all seen that movie, and we're familiar with the fact that they themselves owned slaves, and they gave their own people up for slavery. So you're not convincing anybody there. Well, you might have to convince certain people, but not people with historical knowledge. Ben Shapiro says, I'm here. I identified as a sloth-clawed dog with no pronouns. And as number 6 would say, I'm not a number. I'm a free dog. Number 6. I don't know if that's a reference. Which the hot one from Star Trek? Is that 7? I think, was that the one? The one that was unbelievably attractive in Star Trek. Damn Satchel, hope all is well. Good dog. Hungry and hungover, might want to take some notes. I believe liquor is a good, I would say, good highway down to getting a heart attack. Heart attack, you ought to know by now. Heart attacks are lame. Not to make it about me, but I thought I was having a heart attack many times. Many times in the past 2 years. And it turns out, no, I'm just being a bitch. Anthony also says you should do a deck of cards with Daniel Madison. That would be a great collab. It would be, but I hear some mixed things about his customer service. Whereas the PigCake you and me connection out here, we're doing customer service like a motherfucker. There was one guy that wasn't happy necessarily, which is kind of obnoxious because he sent me a DM and he sent me an email saying that the reason I'm not doing well in terms of numbers for sales is Daniel from you and me. And I was going to say, yeah, I know. Why are you telling me shit that I already know? That's retarded. And he went on this long-winded, and Daniel showed me the emails, and the guy ended up being dumb. But our customer service is 10 out of 10, baby. So I've heard the opposite about Daniel Madison's customer service when it comes to his playing cards. Speaking of which, this, I guess, is a fun one. Oh, did I write Lambo? Yeah, I did write Lambo. You can leave a voicemail, by the way, down below. There's a link there. You could do it anonymously. You don't have to put an email per se, as people do. You don't have to do that. You could just leave a voicemail, and I play it here on the show, which is exciting. I'm trying to find the retarded one. Now, this is... My goodness, this is a tweet that I saw a while ago based on a person that was talking, I guess, about depression and talking about, what you don't feel like doing. I hear brushing your teeth is something you don't often like to do when you're depressed. You just don't even want to get out of bed. And, this person made a whole argument as to why a microwave. So a microwave is microwaving a meal is... not possible. So let's go through that now and kind of go through the retardation. Oh boy, I just got lightheaded. Again, as I mentioned before, I've been partaking in the Zin. I'm in the Zin bin before the streams, and it really gets me going. But it does lighten your head up a little bit. One I've seen. By the way, I don't understand 12. Could somebody explain to me somebody that's taken a 12 milligram nicotine pouch and tell me how that fares? Because I believe a cigarette is not even close to that. But here it says, one I've seen a lot is, why can't you microwave a frozen meal and add someone who somewhat regularly eats microwave meals? I imagine this person said, as someone who eats microwave meals. I could tell by the thing here. Let's see. Yep, 100%. I could definitely tell that this is somebody that eats microwave meals. So it goes, there's first getting the box open. So this is the complication of making a microwave meal for yourself, right? There's the getting the box open, firstly, which is often harder than it should be. I believe this is an ableist argument. I might have been jumping the gun when I said that this is an argument based on depression. No, this is an argument about ableism, which is you should have privilege as someone who is able to do things. There's getting the box open, firstly, which is often harder than it should be. And someone with hand pain or dexterity issues might not be able to get past that step. Then there's reading and understanding directions, which, especially when I'm tired, is difficult enough for me. Again, I remind you, we used to hunt. Right? Food doesn't come from the grocery store. Usually the directions include things like puncturing a plastic cover or peeling it partially or completely back, or puncturing and then microwaving a bit, and then peeling and then stirring part of the food and then more microwaving. All of which means standing for a number of minutes, if not also walking back and forth. So far, we've gone through what is this person, their issues with microwaving a meal and potential problems that a person could fall into. Folks, I hate it when they use that fucking word. FYI, for all the folks here in good faith, I'm blocking the ableist trolls. Feel free to do so as well. And then, of course, they're talking about that. So this is their points on the ableism in having a microwaved meal. Now, I mentioned many times before that my little brother is a violently autistic person. I don't mean violent in the sense of him punching. He doesn't hit himself anymore. He used to, which was hysterical because my grandmother's solution to this one time was putting a baseball helmet on him. So imagine how retarded he looked with a baseball helmet as he's hitting his own head. And eventually he got over that phase. But my little brother is, I would say, very much autistic, very much on the spectrum, nonverbal. And he can microwave anything he wants without a problem. He doesn't know how to read. He doesn't understand how to go through a set of instructions. But he knows that he takes it out of the thing. He knows that he needs to peel it. And he puts it in there. And he puts the time on. Now, granted, he does have us do it. Mostly, he'll guide somebody of knowledge, or, let's not get into semantics here, but someone who's smarter than he is to do it for him, because he is kind of an asshole. He's kind of an asshole for being autistic. But granted, I hate that the focus box is right here, so I have to be here. I hope the audio still works well. Anyways, he knows how to do it, and he's violently autistic. This person is ableist enough to be able to tweet nonsense. So if you're able to tweet nonsense, you should be able to make a microwave meal. I don't think that's an argument to make. So I just find the hysterics of people who are unable to... Sorry, I felt a burp coming in. Who make this argument for ableism and all this other retardation, and you're trying to operationally define cooking a microwave meal. Come on, be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Be better.
Be better.
Ooh, the lightheadedness is really hitting me. One thing I've noticed, by the way, on YouTube as of late is engagement is at an all-time low. I've been looking at my analytics for the first time in I guess 7 years. Oh boy, it's a downward trajectory. And I don't know what it is, because I'm playing the algorithm. I'm playing the game of the algorithm. But it's still autistic, the back end of YouTube. And I've seen the same for many people. I don't know if it's maybe election year. Am I conspiratorial here? Is this garbage content? Let me know. Is this garbage content? Let me make a poll here. Engage with your audience. So let me make a poll. Do I make garbage content? I don't think so. I think my stuff is good enough, right? But my engagement is at an all-time low, which is kind of lame, to be honest. Thank you, YouTube, for hiding that. So there you go. There's a poll. Let's see the comments here. Patrick McGoohan as the prisoner. What the fuck does that mean? I guess you're referring to your previous message there. Even currently right now, they do love you. Peggy, sorry to come in. So excited. I love the show. There you go. Look at that. One time I was too depressed to beat off, but I did it anyways. And then I wasn't depressed anymore. Let me tell you that post-nut clarity. That post-nut clarity is unbelievable. You could run a country if you take a Red Bull, you jerk off, and you get like maybe a Zyn. You pop one of these in. You could run the country. Call Daniel Madison's customer service is horrible. Unlike yours, customer service is the best I've had. Anybody, I've purchased stuff from even Chris Ramsey. Yeah, but Ramsey's not the one directly handling his stuff. I'm the one directly handling the stuff. Although Daniel, really, he's the one because he has the stock, the inventory of the uncut sheets and my playing cards. But we've had good customer service. We've only had maybe one bad review, one bad apple. I did a 12 milligram nicotine patch and had the craziest dreams of my life, still smoking. If you can't open a box and stick food in the microwave, please don't procreate. Do you support Israel or Palestine? None. I don't support humans. I think we're trash. So if that's my hot button opinion, Cole Strasberg, I imagine I know who you're supporting because of the last name, which there's nothing wrong with. But I don't like people in general. So, hey, Piggy, you know the card trick with Pokemon cards by what's his name? O'Brien Magic. Is there any other trick that you could think of with Pokemon cards? And you obviously mentioned your disability because you're asking me questions about Pokemon. You could just come up with anything, really. You could do transpositions because there's a lot of dupes in a deck. You could use 2 Leaf Energy cards. Sorry, wrong one. Thank you. Didn't know if I did the drop there or not. I assume I did. because the car crash is there. But he had a weird one where he did a one. I'm not a fan, I gotta say. O'Brien, he made a couple videos that I'm not a fan of. Him being a white knight. Streaming sites have been silencing based people. Maybe, but am I on a base list? Would I be on some sort of base list, or am I reaching such a low audience that it doesn't matter? I don't know per se, but it's really annoying because it's not motivational to make content. It's really not motivational, right? I would ideally like to continue on YouTube and continue making content, but my goodness, I don't like it. I don't like it because there's no motivation in me wanting to do a video. Like right now, I want to do a video on an AI revelation for a card trick. Do I want to? No, because I know that there's not going to be a reciprocity. Now, I get that that's the nature of the game. Maybe it's not for everyone, but my goodness, I would think that I at least have some sort of a reach, right? You would think. Humans are trash. Now you got my attention, said Ben Shapiro. There you go. See, we have an agreement here. We're pro anti-human. No lives matter. That should be a shirt that I make. No lives matter. What else here? Even though this one is the big one. I don't know how many of these I've sold necessarily, but this is also very tight. I do have to admit, this shirt in particular is very tight. It makes me feel kind of like my arms are bigger than they are. Could you tell I fucked up my beard, by the way? Could you tell? I don't know how. I wonder how O'Brien didn't get smoked by Nintendo's legal team. Yeah, that is weird. That is kind of odd. I don't know how that's possible, where you could come out with a product like that. And I've seen that for many products, like Legos, like different products with Legos in them that are branded as Legos. That's kind of odd. What else here? There's something else here that I wanted to get into that I was reminded of scrolling through these tweets. I guess this one in particular might just be the most egregious, just because you're arguing about the ableism of a fucking microwave meal. My goodness, have we really come? We used to hunt.
You know, we're living in a society.
We live in a society. Come on, be better. You should be able to microwave a meal, even if you're fucking Steve Irwin. And I say that because he's dead. I'm trying to find this other one, this other topic here that was particularly interesting, just because it's one of the ones that I've had. I have a list of bookmarks here on Twitter, or on X, as he likes to call it. X videos, by the way, if you want to see the videos that I put on Twitter, xvideos.com. You could look up ball busting, and you'll find the videos that I've made. I'm trying to find one about a relationship, because that's another part that seems to be on the down slope when it comes to looking at Gen Z and streamers. Their relationships are at an all-time low. It's kind of terrifying to see that this is the sort of man that's being bred in 2024. This type of individual that I believe has an angry breakdown because he sees his girlfriend in a video. Now, this video, I believe, is a project for high school, some sort of high school based thing. And he finds a video that she did before they were going out. And this is his reaction to that.
It's Riley. Oh.
By the way, both girls, astonishingly attractive. I would say very, very pretty. So if he landed one of these girls, you could see him here in the upper right corner. Good for you. But obviously, he's not going to keep her for long based on the rest of this video.
Hey guys, it's Riley. Oh my God.
Riley never told me about this, bro.
Never told me
She never
about
told me
this.
about this. This is news to me right now.
It's Riley.
Are doing a little talk show.
Damn, she hiding stuff from me. Bro, she never told me about this. I'm surprised. I'm like,
Hiding
what the fuck?
stuff.
I never heard about. I thought she would tell me something like this. She was on a YouTube video. She never told me this. I'm finna crash out. This is wild. Yeah, bro. She never told me this.
Could you imagine being this
Yeah,
insecure?
How are you not gonna tell me you did? Oh, so convenient. You're on speaker. You're on speaker now, by the way. But that's weird. That's weird that you never told me this.
I literally forgot about that. I don't know how they found that. I totally forgot about that.
Interesting. I'm surprised you didn't tell me this. What do you mean, thanks? I'm surprised you never told me this. This is crazy. I gotta find this out from the chat.
This is crazy. It's crazy that she did a video before you guys went out for a project for college. What?
This is really embarrassing. Thanks.
It's embarrassing for her, not me.
Liar. It was just like our comeback video since we haven't made a video in like 5 million years.
I want to get to the part where he apparently
And they
gets
made
angry.
videos before. How am I just finding out about this? This is crazy.
I didn't explain myself, which is really fucking annoying.
God damn.
Why wouldn't you tell me about that?
First of all, I totally forgot about that. You could
That's
look
convenient.
you could look
You
at
get
the
mad, you've gotten mad at me for telling me for like things popping up and you're like, oh, how
Okay, so this is the precursor. I already feel it. But this is definitely the precursor to an argument. I've been here many times before. Unfortunately, you can't say the magic words that all girls love, which is, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You say that, and that nullifies any sort of... It gets a glitch in their brain where they can't process it. He's going past that with his stubborn insecurity and getting into argument territory with, by the way, this snack. My goodness.
how'd you not tell me this before?
I
blah,
really,
blah.
truly, honestly to God, forgot about that because it was so long ago. We never made it a serious thing. We filmed like 2 things.
We started 10 Talks together and we like talked about being
I
on a
forgot
podcast
about
and you were
it.
like, I've never
And that
done
wasn't a
done
podcast.
anything like this before.
That wasn't
so
a
it's like people are saying like,
podcast.
oh Yuri, why are you making a big deal? What's a big deal is it feels like I've been lied to. That's what it feels like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, she's unbelievably attractive. My goodness. Look at the... I can't even get into it. But anyways, what's going on here? Homeboy's ripping a dart in his bedroom. She's out here fucking being reasonable, which is rare. And his thing is, why don't you tell me about this video you made for a college product? What? Is this the max of insecurity? Is this where we've reached? We've peaked as a society with men? We used to hunt. Remember that?
I wasn't lying to you. I genuinely forgot about it because it was never a serious
Let me move
thing.
this so you could see.
I don't even know who those people are. You
That's
haven't
my
even told
friend
me.
Karina.
Cool.
And that's my friend Dalton, my gay friend Dalton. You could clearly see he's gay.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm glad I'm learning this through someone in the chat 4 years later into our relationship.
I don't even know how they fucking found that. I didn't even know that was out there.
So you're relying on the fact that I would not find that out.
How am I lying?
No, I'm saying you're relying on the fact that I would not
Why
find
is
it
it a
out.
big deal?
It's not, but you're
stupid video.
But you're like, oh, I can't believe you found that. You should have never seen that.
When did I ever say that? When did I say that? I never said that.
God.
I just said, can you not play that because it's an embarrassing video? I'm literally in high school. Like, that's awkward.
Oh, well, no, I mean, no.
Had I known about it, I would have been like, oh, this is the video Riley
I
told me
forgot.
about.
I don't even know that it's on the internet, Yuri.
I thought it was a college
and
product.
You're just like not believing me, and it's really
I
sad.
do believe you, I guess, but it's like, it's. I don't understand how like you like just don't remember like, oh yeah, we did this thing before.
I'm not thinking.
It's not-
about
it's
it,
not- it's not
it
like-
wasn't a series. I was never
I
on
know,
podcast.
okay.
I was never
I
doing
get it.
YouTube like that. I made a video before on YouTube.
Bruh. I'm just gonna stream, guys.
That's so stupid.
Everyone, have a good night. Peace.
No.
Wow, and he ended the fucking stream. What is that? What is the state of man in 2024 where that is an argument you're having with your missus? That she was in a video. Granted, I thought she was in college, but I assume she was a senior there. Is that not worrying to you that this is where we draw the line, or at least people of some sort of notoriety seem to have an audience there? What is that? What did I write this as? Mental breakdown streamer. And he kept saying, oh my God, it's so crazy. Whoa, dude. The fact that they're openly arguing live for the world to see is so trashy. Yeah, that is very trashy. That's the other part. I'm on her side. Don't get me wrong. I'm here on her side. Just because what was she supposed to tell you? That at some point in her life, she did a project for school that she recorded? Is that supposed to be something you divulge before you go out with someone? Hey, man, by the way, I did a YouTube video for somebody years ago. She should dump him for the cigarette. He should dump her for having low standards, right? Yeah, it reminds me of that where you are a boss and you have a stack of what do you call it, CVs, and then you throw half of them away because you don't like unlucky people, and then you look at the rest of the CVs. Why wouldn't anybody ever want a girlfriend? Ew, says Corn Pop. You're definitely on a base list. I assume you meant based list. Me too. It's a great list. It is a great list. I've looked, by the way, online to see if I'm on some lists of people, and I'm not. I want to be. Jealousy is a curse. Better to skip that emotion altogether. And Satchel comes in. Yeah, sorry, took a call, but I'm doing better. I'm back. My goodness. Well, how did I imagine you felt bad, right? You just started feeling bad, and then eventually they found out that you were actually having a heart attack. Feel like some jerk is pinching your shoulder and heartburn. Good to know. I'm going to add that to the list of things that I'm going to look up now as a hypochondriac. She should tell him everything she's ever done ever. Fuck. Let me go through here. Sorry. I totally forgot about filming and posting a video to the entire internet. They deserve each other. So we'd float down here. You're on his side. You're on his side. Now, the thing is that if it was maybe like a porno and the video was her getting back shots, all right, I get it. I understand. Maybe you might want to tell me that before somebody might find out. Oh, babe, by the way, I did something I'm not proud of. All right. Okay. I don't think I could be with you if you're on a fucking porn website getting dicked down by Jamal. But you did a college, high school project that ended up on YouTube. All right. Yeah, dude. So fucking, that's definitely argument material. I wonder how O'Brien didn't get smoked. All right, I already read that one. Let's see. He should dump her for making a cringe compilation. She should dump him for the same. That is true. You made a cringe comp. That's when you know you've peaked as a person. But I remember seeing that a while ago and wondering what is wrong with society. What's wrong with us where that is an issue that's pressing. And you know, by the way, afterwards that they just kept going and going and going and having some sort of argument. Of course, I don't know the context of that particular individual. But you know what? For her, I might just deal with her shit for her based on those looks. Speaking of, this is another streamer. We put too much online. And this is coming from me where I've mentioned things before that maybe I shouldn't have. But it's all in fun. It's all in jokes, right? It's all in good humor. The majority of these people aren't doing that in good humor. That guy was that was not a joke. That was a legitimate concern that he had with his partner. And this is another one. This is a Twitch streamer that caught his girlfriend allegedly cheating on him during a stream. And this doesn't seem like a bit. If this is a bit, then she's the best actress of all time. But why is this something that I have to subject my eyes to? My goodness, look at the lip liner and everything. So he's obviously scrolling through her phone. She's looking. My favorite part, by the way, is that he's scrolling through her phone and she's too busy looking at herself on the monitor that she doesn't even bother to notice until she realizes, oh, wait.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, what is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem, bro? Bro, what is your problem?
And she goes and turns it off. Now, my favorite part about this video is that it's really telling on your choice of partner when you catch them doing something wrong and their immediate reaction is to blame you. Why were you looking? Oh, why was I cheating? No, that's not the point here. The point is, why were you looking through my stuff, huh? What, you don't trust me? The gaslighting, that's where it starts. My fucking goodness. At that point, you stand up. Stand up and leave. Have some self-respect. Be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better.
Remember that we used to hunt. Remember that. We used to hunt. We used to be something of our stresses used to be getting eaten by predators. And now this is what we've come to, essentially. So I found that, and that was pretty interesting. I don't know if I put that on my notes. Nerd license plates, microwave idiots. I'm really running through these, huh? I think I did get a voicemail. Let me check that bitch out. Again, I remind you, if you want to leave one, make sure to do some in the little description section below. You could find the link. Let's see what Anthony has to say. Hopefully I could hear him.
Hey, Piggy, it's your boy, Anthony. Look, man, y'all's customer service is so fucking great. You would think that you are the one personally delivering it to everyone's house all over America and only America.
That was 10 grand, by the way, on the campaign, which nobody did. Nobody did. I might do that for Craig Petty, though, because I still have his brick of cards. So I might just wait till I see him in person to give him his brick.
Because America is the best. I love the statement, make America great again, but it also hurts because that insists that America isn't great right now. America's number one, motherfucker. Why do you think people want to come here? They all want to come here for our infrastructure, our community, our culture, our way of living. Piggy, I love you. No homo. You are the man. And you're right. Daniel Madison's customer service sucks balls. Love his teachings. I love what he does on his Patreon. I am a proud Malliance member, but he doesn't deliver.
What is he doing, by the way? Let me do some reconnaissance here as a competitor. What's he put on his Patreon? Because I think he has way more people than I do. Like way more people. What's he put on it? How should I steer my Patreon to get more people? My goodness. So let me know. Let me know if you're part of it.
For shit. Waiting about a year and a half for a deck of bangers. He is wildly insane. Unlike you, Piggy. You are great. Piggy number one, motherfuckers. Remember that, or you'll get snapped, crackled, and popped. Yoker. Love you, Pig.
I almost flexed out there. I almost flexed out of consciousness there. Anthony sounds like he's in a Gambino crime family. That was fucking great. She should dump him for having no spine. He should dump her for calling him bro. Jason Heiss coming in with the facts. Tuscan says all personal stuff should be personal, otherwise it's public trash. Well, in this case, it is public trash because they're doing it on stream. He could do better than Jimmy Superfly Snuka anyways. Yeah, that is true. The appearance of that female does resemble... sorry, I got this fucking zinni all over my mouth. She does resemble Superfly. Why are people that cause problems always in the 30%? You know what? Oh, two-based. Somebody out here is dropping a based to the point of me not able to say things like that on YouTube because unfortunately, I'm also streaming on Rumble, but I don't know if that's working out. I don't know how that works. I think Rumble's like Twitch where you have to bring in an audience rather than finding one organically there. I think that's the way it works there too, which is kind of annoying, but alas, I'm streaming there as well. These nuts. So what else can I get into? Nerd license plate? Yeah, I guess might as well get into this. So yesterday's stream, I went over this guy who is an absolute zero, a loser, a nerd. This guy's entire existence is going around in New York City and essentially fucking being a snitch, being an absolute snitch. So he goes and he gets their license plates that might have something wrong with it and he fixes it because he's a narc. And I put a tweet, I forgot where, and I was getting responses from people that are saying, no, he's doing a good service. He's doing a good service. He's doing something great for society. Is he really? Looking up your information, looking up your priors, and then I would say fucking touching your private property when you're not present? I would love to have or to see a video of somebody recording this guy in action and catching him and just super kicking his stupid fucking face through the pavement. Because what are you doing? This isn't your property. Stop touching it. It's not yours. And then, I love you. I love the unhinged replies to even more. Keep up the good fight. So he has fans. Donut operator, aren't you the dipshit that cried after shooting an AR? So I imagine he knows. I haven't seen that video, but that's hysterical. And then some people out here saying the same thing, mind your own business. But he has fans. I personally salute you. I like to look at these accounts because it's always the same. Yeah, it's always the same fucking account. So anarcho shit poster. So anarchy. But you're giving... Do you understand the retardation of this? This guy's whole existence is to be a narc for the people that are in charge. So you're filling in the license plate because you want to make sure that he gets caught by cops or caught by, I don't know, traffic police. So you're part of the system. So what do you mean you like what he's doing? You record your treacherous acts. Oh, I guess this guy should have maybe read the rest of it. But it's still the same sentiment on a lot of these people. Like this one in particular. I love you and I love the unhinged replies. And I got a couple saying, why are you shitting on him? He's doing something great. What? What? Therapy will get you beat up less. Well, my argument is completely shitting on itself here. Cool motive? No, it's not a cool motive. That's not a cool motive. What the fuck? You're already getting taxed enough. So imagine now that you have to deal when you're trying to do something, I guess on the low end, you're trying to do it on a DL and you're still getting shit. Ugh. I'm trying to find the responses that I got. I know I got some assholes that were telling me like, hey, excuse me, buddy, but he's doing the Lord's work. This one right here. He's doing the Lord's work. Shut up, Tanner. My goodness. This has to be a parody account. This has to be. When I see XZZim, that's when I know. And especially like an AI-generated picture. But fuck off. My goodness. That was one. I got another one here that said the exact same thing or very similar. Just retardation. Oh, pig is butt hurt. Pig is butt hurt. I believe in freedom of speech. Shut up. Fuck. It's just a bunch of troglodytes here. But he does have a group of supporters there supporting his retardation, which I find hysterical. Do not copy the Malayans unless you want to drown in your own ego and lead a bunch of ass lickers who would suck him off for free. Actually, don't do it. That sounds good, though. I do want people to want to suck me off. So I might just copy his model. I want fans to want to blow me. Wouldn't that be great if I go to a convention and you're like, I don't know, some chick and you're like, hey, Piggy, I stumbled upon your video. Can I please fucking blow you? Can I please blow you? It would be great. I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not blow me for doing magic trick tutorials? I want that. I think Madison probably gets fangirls like that. I want fangirls. I want fangirls. Fuck. What's the other one here? A nerd license plate and his fans. God, unbelievable. This is another thing that has to do with yesterday's stream. Again, one of my favorite topics is African ingenuity. I don't mean that African in the sense of African American. I mean that literally from Africa. And I believe this is a Cybertruck spotted in some part of Africa. I see Chinese characters here, so I might be taken by the actual thing. But there's no community notes. So I'm going to go as far as the actual tweet itself and just say that this is the sort of stuff they do. They'll do a helicopter. They'll build a helicopter with parts from a microwave oven and then claim that it flies fucking however many miles in the sky. It's fun. It's fun to look at things like that. And I believe my first... what's this text? Oh, it says, hi, let's plan to get the Hep B vitamin. So I got a text saying that I should plan to get a Hep B vaccine from CVS Pharmacy. That's always great. That's always wonderful. What else do I have here? I know that this live stream was a mishmash of things from previous ones. This one, I guess, is the subject of today's live stream, which is every time you have a movement, the latest thing, in this case, the latest thing happens to be the conflict between Palestinians and Israel and the Gaza Strip. You have a lot of retardation, and people like to inject their own, I guess, their own hobbies and likes into it. I'm very surprised that we haven't had any magician come up with some sort of like ace assembly for, Palestine, right? Where they, here's the oppressed, and then the oppressed are in different areas, but they could come together as one, right? I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. But this right here is combining two things that I find atrocious, which is one, slacktivism. And I would argue that what's going on in many college campuses today is slacktivism. You're not doing anything of value. You're just reminding people that you exist, essentially. And this is one. And Marvel. Because this person says, this is how Iron Man treats terrorists. By the way, terrorists like Israel. And he has a little clip from Iron Man. But look at the tweet here. This is how Iron Man treats terrorists, by the way. Terrorists like Israel. What's happening here? You didn't even bother to edit in like a flag or something. This guy at least did that, where he got Iron Man and he put a fucking Israeli flag behind him. But then this guy says the opposite. That this is how Iron Man treats terrorists, by the way. Now let's break this down, right? I now have seen this tweet. It's in my brain. I have to deal with the consequences of that, which is anger and just disappointment at our society. Do we have too much free speech? Is that the question to ask here? Do we have too much free speech where this is allowable? Because if I was president, this wouldn't be. I'd find this guy, Annie Ray. I'd find him and I would arrest him. I would arrest him immediately because of that. Because what are you doing, man? Please let me know. you guys that are out there in the magic community, me as a magician, unfortunately, I have to acquiesce to my own community. But if you see a magician that's doing a trick with a message about the current thing, please let me know. Please let me know, because I would love to make a video on that particular person. And I don't know, call him a virgin, right? Not to their face, because we have to do it through the means of the internet. But if you see somebody, please let me know. If you see something, say something. There's already one magician, but that video was for forever ago. That did one on, I believe, the George Floyd things. He did a video. I'll tell you the trick, but I'm not going to tell you the person. And if you find it, you find it. But he did a trick with a card, like it's on the ground, and then it stands up on his own, right? So you have the invisible thread, and the card stays put there. So imagine a card is here with nothing holding it in place. And he says, oh, because sometimes people need help because they can't stand up on their own. So essentially the whole video is the bigotry of low expectations, which I found hysterical, because you're implying that certain groups of people cannot stand up on their own. They need help. No, they don't. That's you being a white knight. So I found that one in particular funny. If you ever find that video, leave a comment saying Piggy sent you. But I'm not going to tell you who the magician was. Malliance pushing cards, pushing ego, and showing card sleights that are dangerous. Buy his masterclass collection and save the money. Didn't feel good handing him money over every month, says Tuscan. Okay, but what can I do to get me a blowjob from female magicians? Let me know. Or sorry, from magicians that happen to be female. Let me know. Because Daniel Madison seems like he's doing that with his personality and his edgy vibe. So I want to do that, but with my PigCake Magic Academy, and I want to do that with the PigCake channel. And I don't think I have. I don't think I can. And the ones that probably would enjoy it are probably fat. So I have to be very picky about that. Unlike the Magic Academy, says Tuscan. So I guess that was the second part about your thing. You do a miser's dream routine talking about the greed and profits of arms manufacturers, and then produce doves to symbolize freedom and some anti-war shit, right? Yeah, that'd be phenomenal. But I just can't wait till somebody does like an ace assembly, right? Where all the cards end up together as one. Blacks and reds all together for one cause. In this case, a ceasefire. Fuck. I love... I really do love slacktivism, and slacktivism I think is 99% of modern activism. It's not people doing anything. So I would love to see an ace assembly, right? You have the queens out. In this case, queens out would make sense in 2024, and they all come together as one. Maybe I should do that video, right? And get it spread on Facebook, unironically, and see how many people go, yes, yes, we need more of this. We need more activism like this. My goodness. What a waste of time. But I saw that and I found that funny because it's combining two things that I dislike, which is Marvel and slacktivism. Maybe there's a routine involving oil and water. That's already done. I know the joke you're alluding to there. That's already been done. Okay, so I'm talking about new things, new and novel things. And let's see, let me go through. I'm going through the back ones. Maybe I skipped one. I believe this guy's an ex-cop. I believe you're talking about the license plate individual, an ex-cop, which doesn't lead into my next topic, but maybe it would if this person got pulled over. So this, I don't know if I've played this. Let me know if I've played this before, but it's a video on TikTok, and some person rented a Lambo, and you let me know. You let me know when you start giggling, right? You let me know when you start giggling. I'll tell you when I started giggling. I left a comment there. Nobody saw it because TikTok doesn't like me. But let me just play this, and you let me know when you think I started giggling.
Oh, look at that.
Both tires are flat.
Not the... okay, first of all, I know you think the tires are flat. Okay, this thing... This is a totaled car right here.
Woo! What happened?
Yeah, another winner.
She told me, she said that she had a flat tire.
And that the coolant...
The antifreeze had blew up.
All right, I'll spoil it. It's there. It's there. When I heard the accent, that's when I lost my shit. Lady rents $300,000 Lambo, crashes it, and says she got a flat tire, and that the antifreeze blew up. And the moment I heard that, I already knew.
This is a totaled car right here.
Woo! What happened?
Got another
She
winner.
told me she said that she had a flat tire.
And that the coolant.
The antifreeze had blew up.
There's leaks.
Now they show the car in more detail here.
I'm surprised it actually made it. Probably ghost. So
I believe in the next one maybe they show the video or the car in more detail with a flat tire. Now that's where the stimmy checks went. I just want you to know that in the 2020, 21, when we got stimmy checks, this is where it went. It went to retarded things that actually have no help on you and defeats the point of what a stimulus check was, right? And a small aid in helping you with groceries or bills or whatnot. It wasn't for a $300,000 Lamborghini. Neither were those PPP loans that people kept getting criminalized for not paying back, because they thought that a loan was something you didn't have to pay back. And the way they went about it was also just grotesquely illegal. So I found those completely hysterical, seeing that. And the moment I heard that accent, I already knew what was happening. Because it happens here all the time, right? You take a Spirit Airlines flight from Atlanta. You come to Miami. You share an Airbnb, right? You share an Airbnb. And you end up... having an argument with your significant other, you have an argument with the people that you're sharing the Airbnb with, and you rent a very luxurious vehicle like that, and then you crash it and you blame the vehicle. Essentially, it's a great circle logic. I hope the video her rapper boyfriend made cracked 1,000 views on World Star with it. Fuck, you nailed it. I think you nailed it there. Have you considered going outside for more videos? A change in setting might be interesting. That is true. I have considered that, but the times that I did, it really didn't lead to any sort of progress on the channel, which is kind of annoying. Because the times when I kind of decided to go and do more, I would say, content involving, moving here, going somewhere, doing things, as opposed to just standard tutorials. Not really. It didn't really lead to a lot. It's kind of annoying. Again, that's the motivation that YouTube doesn't get through. And I guess why people don't keep up on YouTube, because there's no sort of help in that way. At least on X, I have seen that just posting from time to time that some videos do catch on a wave, or some, I guess, tweets do catch on a wave, and you do get some views and attention from there. But here it is on YouTube, it's nothing. On YouTube, it's kind of AIDS, which I'm not a fan of. And no, I'm not blaming YouTube. I understand my content's not for everyone, but I'm sure there's a nice, sizable niche that enjoys based magic tutorials. Based as fuck.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
I'm talking about me there. It's really hard. I might take that drop off. Just because it doesn't fit with things. See, this one fits.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Right, what's this one? Oh, car crash. That one definitely fits. Street magic and Miami Beach video. The other part that I don't like about it is the unfortunate... here in Miami, we've been like inundated by a bunch of fuckboys with the microphones and the phones that they go up to people and they ask them, hey, what's your body count? Hey, how much fucking dick have you ever gotten? And because of that, people avoid being part of any sort of production. So they avoid actively being recorded. Some people don't mind, but those people, I don't know if I'd like to get them on video. The one that I've always wanted to do was ask people what they think of magicians, and whether or not, magicians should get lives, and if they would fuck a magician or whatnot. I think that would be a funny video. But I haven't done that just because, unfortunately, the influx. And I see them all the time. An area we call Brickell, you see them there with the little camera guy with the phone, and then they have the phone to their mouth, and they go, hey, what's your body count? Hey, what's your foot? What's your foot? And then it says, you're asking all these girls grotesque questions. Meanwhile, I considered asking them if they would fuck a magician. So, am I any better? Am I any better? Going up here. I ran through my topics. I have ran through all my topics here. Look at that. All crossed out on my list. That was a quick one. 45 minutes. I don't know if I should end it here. I was considering opening this up to the phone lines and seeing if anybody actually wants to be a part of it. But I didn't set it up beforehand because I need to have, a little fucking something to hear it with. And then it needs to be part of a It's a lot of stupidity that I have to deal with that. But this might be a short live stream because I already went through all of it. Let me see if there's a bonus one, maybe a bonus topic that I might get into. Again, I like to find things on Twitter that bother me, and then in some sort of way to avoid therapy, I like to put it out on the PigCake community and see what people have to say. I don't think I see anything here. This is all retarded stuff. This is all lame stuff. The magician, I already talked about that one. Some girl twerking. If you were to see what I'm looking at now, I'm starting to do what I do with TikTok, with Twitter, where if I see a hot girl, I like it. Like this one. Right? This one's the woman that got popular because she was in an airplane and she said, I don't know what that is, but that's not fucking real. I know that I'm butchering it, but she said something to that effect. So really, it's getting harder to find topics here on my Twitter bookmarks. Latinx, already talked about that. Idiot at the gym, already talked about that. No racism within 10 feet, already talked about that. This one, towing companies. Yeah, that might be it. I think that might be the stream, my friends. We've really gone through it today. Today was a very condensed episode. Went through all the things we needed to do. And I think that might be a good thing. That might be a good thing, especially considering the fact that our attention span is negative. It's 0 in 2024. So even though this was a longer form of content, it's shorter. It's shorter. It's condensed. It's organized. There's no fluff. If you notice, there's no fluff in this stream. There's no, well, it's just content. It's just content. So that's about it. That's about it. That's a stream. I remind you guys to check out the cards, check out the uncut sheets that are available now, US only for the time being. Also, I guess the fucking
Big fucking tits.
big fucking tits. Big fucking tits.